सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for the debate.
It's an all-out political face-off between the Yogi government and the opposition over ban on caste labels across Uttar Pradesh. At 8:30 p.m. this evening, the system allowed former IAS trainee to make a complete mockery of justice and why we believe it is the right time to hold them uncompromisingly accountable. Congress versus Congress over Rahul Gandhi's Nepo Kids jive. This time it's not just the BJP, but their own colleagues calling out Rahul's dynastic entitlement. And at 9:30 p.m. this evening, states lock horns with centre over the impact of GST 2.0. Why is the opposition not welcoming a reform that boosts economic growth? Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Sucharita Kukreti. You're watching The Debate. In a bold step towards caste-free governance, the Uttar Pradesh government has banned caste references in FIRs, arrest memos, public spaces, rallies, vehicles and signboards. It's following the Allahabad High Court's directive. All identification will now rely on parents' names. Instead of caste, Chief Secretary Deepak Kumar has directed immediate removal of caste symbols and slogans from police stations and official vehicles. Now, caste-based rallies are now prohibited, with authorities monitoring social media for compliance. Now, this landmark move, spearheaded by CM Yogi Adityanath himself, reinforces social equality and aims to reduce caste-based discrimination in administration and public life. Now, critics may question its reach, but this decisive action marks a clear commitment to fairness and inclusivity. It's a step forward in reshaping societal attitudes and curbing entrenched prejudices. Here's a report.
Uttar Pradesh government has prohibited caste-based political rallies. Following a court order, immediate removal of caste symbols, slogans, references from police station notice boards, vehicles, signboards, the cops have been asked to even monitor social media.
जो लोग विकसित भारत नहीं चाहते, जो लोग समर्थ भारत नहीं चाहते, जो लोग सशक्त भारत नहीं चाहते, वे लोग भारत को जाति के नाम पर, क्षेत्र के नाम पर, भाषा के नाम पर, तमाम वादों के आधार पर बांट करके, सामाजिक ताने बाने को छिन्न भिन्न करके दुश्मन को प्रेरित और प्रोत्साहित करते हैं, दुश्मनों को प्रेरित और प्रोत्साहित करते हैं। उनकी सहानुभूति किसी गरीब के लिए नहीं है, उनकी सहानुभूति देश के लिए नहीं है, उनकी सहानुभूति उन लोगों के प्रति होती है जो घुसपैठिए के रूप में भारत के नागरिकों के हक पर डकैती डालने का काम कर रहे हैं।
The decision comes after a September 16th directive from the Allahabad High Court, which asked the state government to curb caste glorification.
The Allahabad High Court has come down strongly against caste glorification. It has directed that caste should not be mentioned on official police records, arrest memos, except when the laws require it. It has also directed that caste glorification on vehicles, signboards should also be regulated because that approach is regressive and is against constitutional values. It has also asked the government to regulate the content online because oftentimes caste glorification can be seen as part of it. Following which, the Uttar Pradesh government has released an order where a detailed instruction on complete ban of caste-related language on signage, rallies and on police record has been banned.
Even before the directive, the UP Chief Minister, Yogi Adityanath, had warned of conspiracies trying to divide society in the name of caste.
अगर हमें विकसित भारत के सपने को साकार करना है तो उन षड्यंत्रों से हमें हमेशा सावधान होना होगा जो षड्यंत्र हमें बांटने का काम कर रहे हैं, जाति के नाम पर, क्षेत्र के नाम पर, भाषा के नाम पर। याद रखना, बल, बुद्धि और विद्या में भारत कभी इतिहास के किसी भी कालखंड में कभी कमजोर नहीं रहा।
As expected, Samajwadi Party has hit out at Yogi government over the order, even though the state may have had very little to do with a court order.
अभी तक पोस्टिंगें हुई हैं और जो भेदभाव हुआ है थाने में वो जाति के आधार पे हुआ है और जाति के आधार पे होता है। तो हमें उम्मीद है कि खुशहाली आएगी और जब बीजेपी हटेगी।
जो खुद जातिवादी हैं खुद तो करें जातिवाद और दूसरों को कहें कि नहीं जाति आधार पर सामाजिक गैदरिंग भी न करें। ये इतना बड़ा अंतर विरोध है कि जिसका कोई सानी नहीं है।
Yogi government has acted upon a judicial order with the intention to eliminate caste differences in society.
नहीं, जो माननीय न्यायालय ने आदेश दिया है उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने उसके अनुपालन का आदेश दिया।
But is the opposition fearing an end to caste-based politics, which seems to be their lifeline?
I'm joined by Siddharth Yadav, national spokesperson of the BJP, author and political analyst Shantanu Gupta joins us on the debate. Ratnakar Tripathi, senior leader of the Congress party, joins us, and so does Dr. Pooja Mishra, national spokesperson for the Samajwadi Party. Welcome all of you. If I can begin by saying that it's a deep-rooted social prejudice, and if an effort is being made to curb this prejudice, I think it should be lauded. But why is it not being lauded is precisely why we are debating this. Now, if I can begin with Siddharth, if I can begin with you, caste politics, it's the reality of India today. And if I can say, every party, every political party is rooted in it. So would you be able to ensure today, and would you be able to tell our viewers today that the BJP, especially because the Yogi government in UP is initiating this, that the BJP will not be holding any BJP, any Brahman Sammelan, any Kshatriya Sammelan, any kind of OBC Sammelan to be taking the lead?
So, Charita, there is no doubt that caste is very deep-rooted in our society, but it doesn't, prohibit anybody from taking efforts or doing efforts in eradicating that deep-rooted problem. If political parties don't take the lead, then how will this happen in our society? True. Definitely, political parties are also a reflection of how the society works. But it is, and I proudly say this, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party and the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji who came out and said the Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas Nara. We were the first ones to take a step in this lead to say that we want a politics in our country which is inclusive, which includes everybody, which is beyond caste, which calls for a nation-first theory, which calls for everybody to think on the lines of how we can serve the nation. If those initiatives have been taken, and in furthering those initiatives, if a court order is being complied with, I don't find a reason why this should be debated. It was a court order. The government has come up with fantastic directives. These are the directives which are the need of the hour to solve the problem in the society. There is definitely, I don't think there would be anybody in the society who would come out and say that we should divide our society on the basis of caste. We should divide our society on the basis of, on the lines of casteism. Nobody should come out, but we are very sure that this is how politics
I absolutely
works.
agree with you, Siddharth Yadav. I absolutely agree with you. But why I'm asking you this, why my precise question to you was regarding the political rallies, because the court order is being worked upon by the government, but the court order did not really speak about political rallies, Siddharth. Now, the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh has gone ahead and added that. They're saying that there will be no caste-based political rallies, which means there will be no Brahman Sammelan. Am I getting that right? There will be no Kshatriya Sammelan. There will be no OBC Sammelan by political parties. What I want an assurance from you is that the BJP will not hold this. Before I go on to ask Pooja Mishra the same question.
So Charita ji, it is our government which has brought this directive.
Yes.
It is our government which is going to implement it. There is no doubt that if the directive is going to be there, everybody has to follow it, including the Bharatiya Janata Party, including the likes of all our leaders. So there is no doubt about it. It's an initiative, it's a political initiative, a societal initiative that it is being taken. It's a welcome-worthy step. The government had the courage to take such a decision. It's a decision to do away with the fault lines of our society, and everybody should come together. The Bharatiya Janata Party will take
Absolutely.
a lead.
Everybody needs to come together. So, Dr. Pooja Mishra, would you join hands with the BJP and welcome this step? Because you're the ones who've always been accusing this government of discriminating on the basis of caste. So now they're taking a step which is to bridge this gap. Will you be supporting them? Will you be joining hands with Siddharth Yadav?
Firstly, good evening to you, Sucharita, and good evening to fellow panelists too. Now the BJP spokesperson said one thing, that BJP brought this directive from High Court. Either they can influence the judgment or where the BJP a party. As far as I know, BJP wasn't a party. And if he is saying that BJP brought this directive from High Court, it means he is agreeing that they can influence the judgment. Okay, that's another part. Now come to the casteism. Now you said that we have been alleging the BJP. We are not. The data says it. 23% increase in the caste-based crime in Uttar Pradesh since the BJP government come into effect. And do you know what is irony? The irony of Uttar Pradesh is that the Uttar Pradesh has a chief minister who is Mahan, and whole nation, whole world knows his caste. The irony is that the thief is given to protect the treasure. The irony is that when the former chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh Yadav ji, left the CM house, the Suddhikaran was done by the same chief minister. When the former chief minister visited a temple, the Suddhikaran was done by the BJP workers, and BJP kept mum. Even the press denied that don't do it, but the BJP workers did. And the facts speak always louder than the words. And now they are saying that we'll obligate or we'll eliminate. This is not the result of, just a judgment or something. This is just 0.1% correction. This will bring just 0.1% correction. The direction already existed in 2013 when Mayawati did the Brahmin rally. You know that. And for the glorification of caste, for the discrimination of caste, these all laws, those all articles exist in our constitution that you can't practice it. And
Pooja, are you trying to say, Dr. Mishra, are you trying to say that the glorification of caste or caste-based rallies are only being done by the BSP or BJP and it's not being done by the Samajwadi Party? Is that what you're trying to drive home? I can show you so many visuals of Akhilesh Yadav just sitting there.
So
in a Yadav Sammelan.
Just 1 month back, the BJP MLAs were indulged into having Lodi meeting. The Lodi MLA was doing Lodi meeting. The Thakur MLA was doing Thakur meeting. Do you know that in Uttar Pradesh, if a Dalit has to get married, the forces from 3 police stations are deployed there. Then that Dalit gets married. And if you're Dalit, a Dalit woman, Pradhan, was denied from sitting from the Panchayat chair that just because she belongs to Dalit. If you belong to the Dalit community, a whole village was burned because you belong to the Dalit community.
That is precisely the prejudice that we all have to fight against, Pooja. That is precisely. Ma'am, isn't that the prejudice that we all need to fight against? So that is why I'm asking you to unite. That is why I'm asking you to join hands. That is the prejudice we all need to fight. I don't think Siddharth Yadav sitting here will support that.
You asking me to unite with Bajpa when they do Suddhikaran just because the former chief minister belonged to Yadav community. We can't do that.
Okay. Before I go to Mr. Ratnakar Tripathi or Shantanu Gupta, Siddharth, do you want to respond to this? Because they've always been driving home this point that there was a Shuddhikaran done once Akhilesh Yadav went there and then it was done by the BJP.
Propagandas. These are all false stories. This is the la-la land that the opposition lives in. I'll tell you the reality, Sucharita.
If you have nothing to say, then you say a false story.
I know why they are so rattled. The political parties. Ma'am, I was not speaking while you were speaking. Have the courtesy to hear me out. Ma'am, I was not speaking while you were speaking. Please, Pooja ji, sun lijiye. I know why these political parties are so rattled. Jinki dukaan is the politics of whose parties is only based on the MY Samikaran, the PDA Samikaran. Those who can't come beyond that, the ones who only stood with either a caste-based political system or a Mukhtar Ansari political system or a mafia political system, who never cared about the Dalits, who never cared about the real picture. I know why they are rattled today. Who's asking you to stop your fight against discrimination? Discrimination is there. You have to continue your fight. But would you want to do politics over it? Yes, you want to do politics.
I think it's a very welcome
and that's
step.
the problem.
Now, I want you as people representing your parties to stand up and say that yes, we will not hold these caste-based rallies because this is a step towards dividing the society, and when we are here to unite, why are we holding these rallies? Now, if I were to go to Mr. Tripathi, if I can come across what is being said in the order. The order has directed the immediate removal of caste symbols, slogans, references from all police station notice boards, vehicles, signboards. Now, should you not be welcoming this?
You have the order with you, na? Sucharita ji?
Sorry?
You have the order with you, na?
What does it say?
You just tell me which section of the directions the court has said that you impose a ban on the rallies or congregation of the backwards and OBCs.
No, that's exactly what I said. That is not part of the order, but the BJP has gone ahead and done that. Are you welcoming it?
Let me speak first.
Yes, are you welcoming it?
Do you have time for me?
I have invited you so that you can speak, Mr. Tripathi.
I know what has hit Yogi Adityanath. A person, Praveen Chhetri, was caught in a Scorpio, who was a bootlegger, a liquor smuggler.
Okay.
And in the FIR columns, it was written, caste Pahadi Rajput, subcaste Thakur. After that, this has come. This is same Yogi Adityanath who has said, "Mujhe Kshatriya kul mein paida hone ka garv hai." Wasn't it caste? In your 7 p.m. Hindi show, the BJP spokesman said, ki OBC Pradhan Mantri se log chidte hain. And now let me tell you one thing, Mughal. You read the whole of the decision and tell me where it has been written. In fact, the 51 of direction, the 51 column of and F of that section says ki the columns and paragraph, in brief, the columns and paragraph pertaining caste and tribes shall stand deleted. Am I right, ma'am? Read it there. And
okay,
what
so
the order
is Mr. Tripathi proud of being a Tripathi?
Don't interrupt.
No, I'm just asking. No. I will have to interrupt. No, sir. You said that there is a chief minister who said he's proud of being a Kshatriya. No. I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you, Mr. Tripathi. Are you proud of being a Tripathi?
Don't heckle Sucharita ji. Let me complete first.
Are you proud of being a Tripathi?
No, I haven't.
You're not?
I haven't completed it, madam.
Are you proud of being a Tripathi? I'm just asking you. The problem is, sir, if I can interject, please allow me that. I do not have a problem with you being proud of being a Tripathi and Siddharth Yadav being proud of being a Yadav. The problem is when you start using that caste to prejudice.
You let me complete first.
Go ahead.
Let me complete first. Please, you have invited me.
Go ahead, sir, go ahead.
So the order of the UP government said it has an exemption of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. It can be written. While the order says, the court order says, the columns and paragraph pertaining to caste and tribes shall stand deleted. Shall stand deleted. Shall be deleted. Nahin. Shall stand deleted.
Okay.
So don't tell me that they are favoring, they are gagging the voice of the OBCs. They are gagging the voice of the tribes. They just want to play with them. They do not have anything in the box. So they're pushing them to the line, to the border. Why? Who has said? Where in the court order has written? The whole government is lying. You tell me where in the court order has written that they cannot hold congregations, they cannot...
Now, exactly. Now, I think now, Mr. Rataka Tripathi, I think you did not hear my opening statement. No, you did not hear my opening question to Siddharth Yadav. You did not hear it, or you chose not to hear. That is precisely what I asked him. This was not part of the court order, but they've gone ahead and banned those rallies, those congregations. Now, I am saying, is that a welcome step or not? Chandragupta, is that a welcome step? Why should there be a different congregation for the Yadavs, for the Brahmins, for the OBCs? What I'm trying to say is, that is, if this is being done by the government. No, listen to me, Mr. Tripathi. Now it's Chandragupta's time. No, let him speak. If this is being done, should we be welcoming it or should we be raising questions?
Varna, Jati, caste is a very complex situation, and shouting out on each other, we can't understand it, right? Varna was started with a classification of different workways, almost like IT association, iron association, car association. It was made, right? Some set of people will do work of puja part, some set of people will do the work of raging war, some people do trade, some will do handwork, right? So that no one has a control on every resources. That was there when Mughals came, when Britishers came, we all became in silos, and we started that only a son of a Brahman will be Brahman. That was not the case. Valmiki ji, our greatest saint, was not born in a Brahman family. Vedavyasa, who wrote Mahabharata, was not born in Brahman family, so we didn't have a problem. We don't have a problem now also.
Yes.
Baba Ramdev to Amma, we all revere them. So there is no discrimination per se in the base of the society. But yeah, because of the way how Britishers gave us when India came, and then the reservation added to it, we started associating with our caste like very closely, and it became that a Brahman, son of a Brahman will be a Brahman. From work based, it becomes family based, and in family with work. Now, because the system is anyway spoiled, so a lot of people are reforming it, and Yogi Adityanath is one such person who's trying to reform it. Right? In fact, the movie that has come on Yogi Adityanath, it shows clearly that how much has started dissolving the caste. Who will be the cook? Who will be served the food? They started making priest. बल्कि डायलॉग भी है मूवी में एक बार कि जिस जाति का गांव उस जाति का पंडित. अगर वो पासियों का गांव है तो उसमें पासी पंडित होगा. That started long back, 20 years back. Man Dabednath, he started eating food with dome rajas of Kashi who burn the bodies, right? So when a welcome move is coming, we all should appreciate it. And if BJP tomorrow started doing Brahman rallies, Yadav rallies, we should check it out.
No, I think
there'll be tension within BJP also because of this. I'm sure. Right?
No, that's precisely why I asked Mr. Yadav. That's precisely why I asked Siddharth Yadav.
Just one closing line.
Yeah,
any progressive step, be it GST, be it Notebandi, be it FASTag even, be it UPI, they are not easy. In the last 10, 11 years, we have seen fundamental changes in our economic system, in our payment system, in our roadways. This is now a government is dealing with a societal change, which is a phenomenal thing. We should salute to this. We are still saying jati, and we're just shouting at each other. These are complicated topics. Listen them, hear them out, say what can happen. Even we may not relate personally to it from tomorrow. But once a practice starts and takes long time, that's become a habit, a societal habit. So you should welcome it, that's all. Now start shouting. Boss, start shouting. That's your usual practice.
No, but there may be questions which will be raised within the BJP is what Shantanu Gupta is saying, Siddharth. He's saying there may be questions that will be...
which is a good thing.
That will arise from within the party. Will that happen, Siddharth? Is the party ready for it? Because here Mr. Tripathi, Ratnakar Tripathi is very clear that you've deliberately added political rallies. And why would the BJP deliberately add political rallies to it?
First of all, answering the first part of your question, Sucharita ji, we are the party with the principle of Antodaya. We are the party with the principle of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. We do not worry about such things. We worry about the last person in the queue. We worry about meal in the hands of the poor. That's what we worry about. We worry about Vikas. We don't worry about the caste. Now, on the opposite end of things are very different. On the opposite end of things, my learned friends from different political parties, the only worry that they have and the only politics that they know of doing is of a caste-based politics. If a rule is there that no caste-based political rallies will happen, the rule is for everybody. Why are you worried? If the Bharatiya Janata Party is not worried, if we are also working in the society, working in the same set of people, if we are not worried that such organizing of such events should not happen, then you should also not be worrying. But they are worrying because the reasons are like the writings on the wall. Everybody knows what they have been doing. Everybody know what they have been, doing their politics on. And that is only on the likes of caste. So that is the base of that is only caste. Now, when you shake that up, rhetorics and baseless questions come up like they are coming in your debate.
So you're saying Tripathi ji's party and Mishra ji's party is doing caste politics? Now they are scared, they will not be able to hold caste congregations, and that is something which is a worry for them, and that is why they are opposing it, is what Siddharth Yadav is saying.
Just give me 10 seconds.
Please go ahead.
Just give me 10 more seconds. There is no worry if Tripathi ji wants to be proud of being a Tripathi, if somebody else wants to be proud of their own caste.
Exactly.
That's not the problem. The problem is the ism. The problem is the casteism.
Yes.
The Jativad. It's not.
I agree with you, Siddharth.
The Jativad is the problem.
See, I agree with you, Siddharth. Because now today on the panel, I have a Shantanu Gupta, I have a Siddharth Yadav, I have a Ratnakar Tripathi and Dr. Pooja Mishra. Now tell me, Mr. Tripathi, I asked you a very simple question. Are you not proud of being a Tripathi? You just dug that question for me. The problem is not being proud of being a Tripathi. I'm sure you'll say yes to that. I'm sure your answer will be an affirmative.
What are you?
But the problem is when you think that this is what you're going to spin and use for your politics.
Shall I speak now, ma'am?
Please go ahead.
Yes. What we are opposing is the political motive behind this circular. What they want to do is gag the voice of the OBCs and tribes.
How are they doing that?
Just a minute. The good thing would have started from removing the DGP. The observation is there. The DGP coming from a third world background seems to have a little exposure of the complex realities of Indian society. He has conducted himself as an ivory caste policeman and detached from the constitutional morality. Why didn't the DGP was removed? After this,
now, who's looking at the caste of police officers here, Mr. Tripathi? Who is looking at the caste of police officers here?
Because they want to rule.
No, now Dr. Pooja Mishra's party is also doing that. They've always been holding Yogi Adityanath culpable of looking at caste in transfers, in postings, even in encounters. Now you're also doing that. You're looking at caste you're looking for the caste for police officers, Dr. Pooja Mishra?
I wanna come in.
Please go ahead.
Didn't you know the incident from the Kanpur? The Dalit CMO was, removed. Rather, the Thakur DM was retained for the same issue. They were in conflict with the same issue. Now, I wanna just answer those questions. Who picked up the historical lines like who the Ved Vyas was, her mother was from Matsya and her father was obviously from Brahmin. And picking up historical incident, we can pick the current too. Why Karan was denied by Guru Dronacharya? Why Eklavya's thumb was taken by the Guru Dronacharya? There are a lot of incidents. We don't want to go on that debate.
Chandru wants to counter. Chandru wants to counter.
We don't want to go on that debate. We don't want to go on that debate. We are currently talking about the mindset, where in the constitution it is written that on the mobilization of caste basis, rally on the caste basis for the upliftment of caste is wrong. It is not written anywhere. The government is trying not let these people mobilize because they know that they have done nothing good for them. And when they will mobilize, they will go against the government. So you're saying you will continue to
mobilize people in caste? Is that what you're saying? You will continue to mobilize people in caste?
Court direction. And the author, he just picked up a few.
No, but now if this order is for Uttar Pradesh, ma'am, you will have to adhere to it, no? If this order is for Uttar Pradesh, you will have to adhere to it, or you are saying that you will not?
No, we are parties. We don't defy the rules and regulation. We follow the rules and regulation. But the BJP government is indulged into casteism. In the BJP regime, the caste-based crime has increased by 25% approx. And now they are saying that the mobilization shouldn't be there. The community shouldn't have their own meetings. There shouldn't be a political rally. No. Why you are saying that there shouldn't be political rally?
You cannot have meetings,
if a committee was to have
the idea rally, is to not have political congregations. And if Shantanu wanted to respond, Shantanu quickly respond to what Ms. Mishra was saying.
I think I don't know what understanding of Mahabharata Ramayana she has. I can take a separate session on Ramayana Mahabharata. I am doing a lot of books and work.
I can do that too also, but I'm not here for that. That's why I said
Please
you
don't
just think
shout.
of
Please
one
don't shout. You can
incident
do
as
that
a
in your
case,
party
that
office.
was
Don't
the-
shout here. Thank you. See, Sucharita, see, when you reach out to people for vote, you evoke various identities. Sometimes
Okay.
male, female, sometimes urban, rural, sometimes caste, sometimes rich, poor. You evoke various identities. You connect to people, various identities. But in other entities, there is no major problem, right? But in caste, it is got convoluted. So now various reformers are trying to reform it. And Yogi Adityanath is booking a welcome step. He's taking one more step than the court order. Court order only wanted the caste records, not in police record. He went ahead and said they should not be in the rally sabhas also. It's a welcome move. I don't know why on earth someone has a problem with this.
I think it is a welcome step, Dr. Mishra. I precisely asked you that would you be following it or would you say that you would not adhere to it, because it is something that is the steps are being taken so that we can fight the vices. We can fight the wrong that has been there. So caste is a reality in India, everybody knows that. But there are certain prejudices which need to be fought. And that is precisely why we are having this debate, that we all need to join hands together. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all of you for joining me on this debate tonight.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला।